Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. And today we are doing a first impressions / guide on the Itako Vanguard. Or as I should say, our special guest, Itako. Itako. She's been on our load screens, our top login screens for about 2 months now, and we've gotten to know her a bit, doing her event, using her in the Vanguard portion of it in Cozy Mountain and Dice Forest. I never understood the name of that, Dice Forest. But luckily, we were able to get 4 scrolls of Itako, and right now we have 3 of them plugged in, and we're ready to use a level 90 Itako and see where that gets us. See where her strengths lie, where her elements really thrive. We're going to explore her typing, see what that grants an advantage to compared to other Vanguards. Because maybe there's a Dark Vanguard that's not good on this typing, but maybe she is, or Fire. Or she has some niche that's really going to open up some avenues for us as players who have unlocked Itako. So I'm just trying to pull up my stream on YouTube itself because, as we all know, comments seem to never really work anymore. Life is hard. There we go. Hello, Eva. You are our #1 comment, our first like, I assume. You changed your picture a bit? It's a cool picture. I don't want to do that. It's not letting me pop out chat. It's really annoying. Pop out chat. Woohoo! Woohoo! My computer is laggy. That is a shame. Wow. I clicked on pop-out chat and it opened it in a new window, but it didn't open the new window over the current window. So it's like, you did it, but it's in the background. It's like, oh, well, that's useless. That's very useless. Alright. So while I wait for the chat to load up, if that's the case, I'm just going to close the sidebar, so we'll just get a full screen adventure, just like how we do with Resident Evil. So how do I do that? Power? No. Broadcast. Advanced settings. Okay, thanks. There we go. We got that full screen advantage. That beautiful, beautiful full screen. Oakley dokley. So let's pop her out, see what's up. So if you look in the special section, she's not there. I mentioned this earlier. Itako is going to be in the guest section with Tohoku Zanko. Ironically, Kiritin is put in the assist section, but she's not put in the guest section, even though she's with them. So that's some fun little trivia to figure out. Yeah, big screen. So Tohoku Itako. We have 3 scrolls in right now. So we're at a 3-stage point. She doesn't have any flame present, so I don't think she has any awakening skills or anything like that, but we will explore her skills in a while. But I think she's a pretty standard Vanguard, sort of like Kirin, where you just plug her in, you level her up, and you'll get access to stuff. I'm not sure if she has any scroll-limited skills, but we'll be sure to find them when we explore that. So like I said, this is my first impressions, so I haven't played with her outside of just the Vanguard mode of the event. And we're going to explore her. So Itako is the school top graduate. That's very important. I don't know why, but it is. Can you outfit change her? You can. We already have her in the good outfit, which is the Sasaki Kodro outfit. And that's her normal outfit that looks like a ribbon from PlayStation 2. Honestly, it's like all blocky and stuff. So, and I think you get this outfit just for getting her, so you might as well throw it on. It's the only way to play. So, parameters. So she's strong against the soul type, weak against monster, weak against specter, and strong against beast. So she's good against beast and soul. So that's something to keep in mind. She is 75 fire, 75 dark just for swapping, extra health, extra HP, or SP. 11% SP. That's a big bump up from the 10 we're used to. 11. Whoever did this, good troll, nice effort. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I see you, dog. You wanted to hit 11. You didn't want to go from one side of the keyboard and hit 1 and 0. You said 11. Fuck it. That's like me in a microwave. I do that. When I go to the microwave, if I got to do 10 seconds or something, or 15 seconds, or 12 seconds, or something like that, 11. Like, I ain't going no over there. 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Every time. SP reduction, 8, because that's another awesome value to have. 8 SP reduction. I don't understand why Vanguards get SP reduction. I don't get it. Because, like, the SP reduction only it doesn't affect you if they're summoned. It only affects the Vanguard while you're in Vanguard. Vanguards shouldn't have SP reduction. Vanguards should just have their skills set to what they should be with SP reduction. It makes no sense. Makes no sense to me at all. Okay. So, during Vanguard swap, the successful guard reduces damage by 6%. What are these numbers? They make no sense. Movement speed plus 24! Not 25. Not 20. 25. 25. Oh my god. 6, not 5. 8, not 5. 8, not 10. What is going on? 19% attack! 19% attack! Because why not? Not 15, not 20. 19. 19%. This is a good number. This is great. This is fantastic. I didn't even know. This is crazy. What the fuck? Oh, look, a real number. 15. 15. Cooldown cut 10. Why not 9? What's this? If you have Tohoku Kiritin, that's some BS. Oh, this is if you have Zunko. Okay. Okay. So if you have Zunko, you get 15 extra fire, 15 extra dark. So that puts her fire and dark up to 90 just on switch if you have Zunko. And anyone who plays the events is going to have one or the other. So, I mean, there's no situation in which someone is going to have Itako right away before they play the event. And they're going to be like, okay, which one do I take to better boost my Itako? Like, which one am I going to take? So Kiritin gives you extra cooldown. And Kiritin's also going to give you 10% attack. Well, damn it. Kiritin's better. Fuck this element. Zunko's giving you 15 of both elements and 10 cooldown. While that's appreciated, if you do have like a full Tempest set or full Knowledge set or a bunch of mags that are giving you cooldown up the wazoo, especially accessories, the cooldown's not that appealing. Having both is god tier, but the cooldown is lackluster at late game. The element's okay, but the Kiritin attack that's 10% attack. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. It really is. It's a shame. It's a shame that you don't got her. It's a shame. Unfortunately, it should have been 11 attack, but we'll survive. So, Sword Sage, Accelerator, Bulwark. I'm surprised they never changed this stuff. It's kind of weird. So Vanguard swap of 2 minutes. 4 scrolls is 2 minutes? And 5 scrolls is a minute and a half? Or is it 3 minutes? I don't even know what anything is anymore. So, now that we looked at those stats, before we even get into the skills, I want to compare what she's good at typing, like what her typing is good against, and compare it to some already existing Vanguards that people have, just to see if she's going to cover bases we don't have covered. So she's a Dark and Fire Vanguard, so we're going to look at Vanguards that have Dark and Fire. So, good against Soul, weak against Monster and Spectre, and good against Beast. So Beast and SL, that's what we're going to look at here. So, who has Dark and who has Fire? Azura has Fire. He is also strong against Soul, but he's weak to Beast. So Itako's got a little bit over Azura there. Although Azura might not be the best thing in the world, it's still something to look at. Kirin is also strong against Beast and weak against Soul. So Azura and Kirin complement each other in regards of fire that way, but Itako has both of their elements covered. Musashi is a fantastic dark person. Like, fantastic at using Collapsing Blade and stuff, and she is both weak to Soul and Beast. So if you were in a situation where you need to use Dark, but Miyamoto's not cutting it, Itako is able to do that right away. So that's some good points for Itako. Straight up, that's really good. Dark Musashi. Now here is a contender. If you already had like a full fleshed out Dark Musashi, when it comes to darkness, Dark Musashi is good against Soul and Beast. So she covers the same typings that Itako has. but Itako also has fire, so we're going to keep that in mind as well. Fun little note, Miyamoto and Art Miyamoto's typings are the opposite of one another. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool antonym right there. Kojiro, I think she has some dark on her, and she's strong against Beast, but weak against Soul, so Itako does good against Soul where she doesn't. Regular Sasaki, same thing. Sasuke is interesting, because Sasuke is weak against Soul, but strong against Beast. Sasuke's dark is very good, so if you were fighting, if you had a Sasuke, and you need dark, and she's your dark engine, and you need to fight an SL type, well, Itako's going to have that over Sasuke. Sasuke is also getting a Spectre over Itako, so that's interesting. But we're not going to focus on what Itako is really weak to here versus other characters, just about what she's strong against. Himiko, fantastic Dark Vanguard, and she is strong against Soul, weak against Beast. So same things before, Itako is going to win out against those beasts, whereas Himiko would struggle against those beasts in terms of darkness. So that's something to investigate. And I don't know how much darkness Himiko even gives. Himiko gives 35 dark, so Itako is giving you way more dark in that regard. Like 90 dark if you have Zanko, so keep that in mind. Like Himiko has good dark, but not that good dark. Like Musashi, what does she give for dark? Just for comparison's sake. 50 dark. Itako is giving you double that darkness. Like all the darkness, all the Kingdom Heart darkness. She's got it all. She's got it. Who else? Fire and dark, fire and dark. Shooting Doji, I believe he has some dark on him. I'm not sure. He is strong against Beast and neutral to SL. So they're kind of comparable, but Itako's going to win out. Yeah, he does give dark, but not that much dark. Her giving 90 dark is actually a lot. Like, it's comparable to like Lancelot levels of element. Oda is a prime contender here. Oda has fire and dark in the high numbers, so 50, 75. But Itako does give 24 movement speed. That's interesting. That could make or break it against some opponents. And Oda is weak. She's neutral to Beast, strong against Spectre, strong against Soul, and weak to Monster. So very similar typings. But if you had Oda and you wanted to compare Oda and Itako, Itako's going to win out against those Beast types where Oda sometimes struggles. Like when we were using Oda against the Ice Fox, literally like we're like, oh, it's weak to fire and dark, use that. Well, Oda wouldn't do that well against the Ice Fox because it's a Beast type. That's where Itako is going to win out over Oda in those matchups. So, and Oda does give a lot of fire, but Itako does give the extra edge on her elemental attacks. And I haven't looked at her skills yet, but I'm pretty sure since Itako is a wand user, a lot of her skills are going to be 100% element, and that's going to scale really, really well with that element. So with Oda being a lot of her moves split, the 75 fire and the darkness don't go all into it, but hopefully if Itako's skills turn out like that, she's going to get a lot more damage scaling out of her moves than another Vanguard would if you started stacking element. Because there aren't that many wand user Vanguards, I don't think. Like there's Himiko, and she's a staff user. Venus, she's a staff user, but even her elements are split. So if she has pure element moves, it's going to be a really big boon on her part. Dark and fire, dark and fire. Gawain has fire, I believe. I believe she's holy fire. 30 fire and 100 holy. Yeah, it's very low, her fire element. She's not really comparable. But if you had Gawain only, Itako's a really big boon because she beats the beast types Gawain's not good against, and has an advantage on the SLs that she's neutral to. Dark and fire. I'm not even going to look at Amano Jaku. I'm not even going to. And Ibis is dark and fire, I believe, right? Ibis is dark and fire? Yeah, but it's only 30 to each, so she super eclipses her element-wise. And matchup-wise, she's strong against monster, weak against beast. Completely. If you only had Ibis before, Itako's a huge step up over that. Huge step up. Huge step up. Izuna? Does Izuna have darkness? Regular Izuna? Izuna's weak to Soul and strong to Spectre, so Itako's gonna definitely beat the Soul types and the Beast types that Izuna's neutral to, or weak to, so there's a big advantage there. Izuna is a wand user. You're right. Yeah. Izuna does use wands. You're absolutely correct. My apologies. My apologies. Man, Izuna gives more SP reduction than Itako. What is this? I don't know if regular Izuna does dark or fire at all. 70 crit force. What is this? Three fuse and an Izuna and you're at max crit force? That's really good. That's super good. A 3 fuse setup with Izuna's 300 crit force. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've comparisons aside, Itako in her typing kind of stands out. The only time where Itako, in terms of darkness, has the same matchups as someone else is Dark Miyamoto. So, if you already have a fully fleshed out Dark Miyamoto, Itako's not that big of an investment to jump towards. But if you don't have a Fire Vanguard and you have that Dark Miyamoto and you want that other avenue, then Tohoku Itako is very good to invest into. Absolutely. So, comparisons aside, just comparing her to what else is in the meta, you know, the more Vanguards they add, the more we get to question ourselves, is this going to change anything? If I get this character, is it not just going to be just another character that gets benched to Miyamoto or Oda or Lancelot or, you know, someone else who's already prominent that people might have collected 3 to 4 scrolls of to this point? But based on her matchups alone, she seems to have a lot of potential. Very much so. So let's go into those skills and look at what we got. So we have the question mark spirit. We don't know what this is, but apparently it's a wand. So, okay. So, Kitsune Fist. Kitsune Fist 7 is amazing. I love this skill. I love it. When I did the event with her, I Kitsune Fisted everything. Of course, I had increased damage numbers, but like straight up 3 Celio mags, like 2 Celios and a knowledge. I was Kitsune bopping everyone. Kitsune Fist, OP skill. You should have that on like every weapon. I think it's just super good. It's like the Flash Retribution. Like it's that tier of usefulness. These little cat. Who doesn't like some cat paws? A little foxy paws. You push the little beans. Who doesn't like that? All right. So Fist of the Bewitching Spirit. So fire and dark, fire and dark. Does she have any pure fire? Are they all fire and dark? She has necromancy. That is a pure dark move. It's locked. Awakening. So okay. So they don't even show the awakening flame anymore. They just hide it in the skills. Those lazy bastards. So you gotta go slooping for this. You gotta go looking. So necromancy 7 is a pure dark move that we did not get access to in, let's call it, the demo of Itako. So this is a move we're going to see first time today, necromancy, and it's locked at 100. So that means I'm going to have to make the 4th weapon, because we do have 4 scrolls for her. 3 are in right now, so we can freely exchange skills and test them out. We're going to have to try out necromancy 7, because that seems like a really powerful move. Pure darkness, so you can stack that with knowledges, very easy. You know, if you're a wand user yourself and you have talent breakers, that's talent breakers too. If you're a wand user, like bam, dark and fire, you're set to use this girl, because every move is going to scale off dark and fire except for necromancy, it seems. So necromancy, awakening level 3, 3000 skill force. The other one's 2300 and the base form is 1500, so it's a big jump. This move here, you have to have Keratin, and it's called the Keratin Chaser. We don't have Keratin, so we can't explore Keratin Chaser, sadly. And we don't... What is this? Awakening level 5! Well, that's some bullshit, man. That's some BS. That's some BS, dude. So, she has a move, Exorcism. It seems to be a buff. It doesn't have any skill force, but it does something. I don't know what it does. It's a locked move, and you can only get it at 5 scrolls. That's some BS, man. I haven't seen shit like that since, like, Miyamoto. Like, that's a shame. So there's a move in there. I don't think it's hard. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. It's not hard, but I don't know what it is. But it's something. Something. Stuck at 5 scrolls. Zun-Chan Chaser. Level 50, you have Tohoku Zanko. So that's a move we can try out. And then we have Drizzle Swipe. So this is probably the one from the load screen. Drizzle Swipe 5. You must have her outfit change. Well, good. It comes with that. And then there's Drizzle Swipe 7. Darkness level 80. Okay. So individual moves, there's the Zun-Chan Chaser, That must be alcohol. If it's a chaser, it's an alcohol. That's a buff. That's a buff. A chaser's an alcohol. It might heal her. It might do something. It might do something. We don't know yet. Fuck. You never know though. The game, something's gonna do something. So that's a buff move. Interesting. Very interesting. Exorcism. I don't know what that's gonna be. And then the two Tohoku moves, or not Tohoku, but the Kiritin move. I feel like the Kiritin chaser. I don't know what that is. Could be alcohol. Could be Kiritin attacking something. I know with Zanko, if you have Kiritin, she summons Kiritin to attack with her cannons. So there's some complementary stuff here. I think that's a cool element to add into the game. Like, if you have multiple Vanguards, I'd be down for that. Legit. Like, even if you had, like, one scroll of a Vanguard and you just had a one of, you didn't care of it. Like, there should be some other Vanguards that if you have X other Vanguard, they get a new skill. Like, they get to summon them and do a skill or something. I think that'd be super cool. Because it's cool that the trio of event Vanguards can do that, but it'd be really cool if the Divine Possessions could do that. Like, if at some point in the story, like, all the Divine Spirits are, like, in the Oni's favor, and they just say, like, oh yeah, as long as you're in one of us, like, you can summon, like, you have a skill that summons, like, Azura to do something, or Kirin to do something while you're in any of them, like, or Siegfried or something. That'd be really cool. Like, if depending on if you had related Vanguards together, they could do, like, special team attacks or something. That'd be really cool. It would also make people want to spend more and stuff, but I think that'd be super cool if they put that in. Like, if you had both Kirin and Shootin' Doji, they would do some, like, big combo attack where they, like, punch each other, but it hits the enemy between them or something. Like, that'd be super cool. If they had, like, corresponding Vanguards doing chain attacks or stuff like that. That'd be sweet. That's some next level stuff. That's some 20XX, 2020 Onigiri. I want to see that. Okay, so back on to the guide, the first impressions. So now we got to look at her Oogis. I think her Oogis are going to match. No, they're a bit different. She has a bunch, actually. She has like 5 or 6. Cool. Okay, so Carbon Flare. I don't think we got to use that in the demo. Carbon Flare. We used Bewitching Beatdown, I believe. 4,000. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Like, that is a lot of damage. This is the one you use in the demo, yeah, because it's level 32. And Necromancy was the one in the demo too. Oh, Hyper Necromancy? That's that move that takes 4 years to come out, because it takes 4 scrolls to have it. Level 100, 4 scrolls, 4,600 skill force. That move's really slow, but it's really strong. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. It seems like it's a single hit, slow charging move. Maybe it does 20 million damage. I don't know. Then there's Pillars of Hellfire. And that's unlocked at 95. 95 that's unlocked at. We'll definitely have to see that later. Pillars of Hellfire. Sounds awesome. Funny that Hellfire is the one move that's not Dark and Fire. So that's the move you can scale your fire off of. Really awesome. And then Ogi Shadow Tail Strike. So this is probably based off of Sasaki Kojiro. Level 90 with the outfit change. Kanryu. So that's pure dark as well. I wonder if it heals you like Itako or like Sasaki's moveset. So she's got more moves than I would have expected. Lately, Vanguards have only had like 4 moves at a time. But she seems to be packing a decent arsenal. So let's try some things out here and see what we can gather. So generally, when you want to make your movesets for a Vanguard, unless their moves are all equally diverse or equally usable, you tend to group up moves based on their element and then use a certain weapon based on the element you need for the fight. Which really, you don't want everything just messed up everywhere, unless it's like a super OP skill you want it on every weapon. But for the most part, if you want different kind of skills for different matchups, you want to try and group them together. You want to use them to complement each other. So the first weapon, I'm definitely putting Kitsune Fist 7 on. Like, with enough cooldown, you can just spam Kitsune Fist, Kitsune Fist, Kitsune Fist to the end of time. Like, it's super good. Fist of the Bewitching Spirit, that's the move where she turns into a blue fox and dashes through the enemy. I honestly think having Kitsune Fist and Fist of the Bewitching Spirit together really complement each other, because Kitsune Fist is a ranged attack that homes onto your enemy. And while that's going off, and you don't stay in the animation for, like, you're not locked into it the whole time it's going off. Near the tail end of the move, you're able to act a bit, and while the attacks are still hitting the enemy, you can close the gap with a Fist of the Bewitching Spirit and, like, literally go right through the enemy. And the fact that you go through the enemy is super good, because that means the enemy, like the AI has to take time to turn around. Like on big enemies where it takes them a while to turn around, you can attack them, distract them, they run towards you, and then you Fist of the Bewitching to go through them, do like a mass amount of damage, a couple million damage, and buy yourself some time. And it can really, it can really help in the tide of battle. Like it's a very good utility skill. And then Ringo Ensemble of Flames, that's the big circle of fire that she used in the demo. So, in our trial of her. So that move's pretty cool. I think it's slow, it's nice, but it's not the best move in the game, for sure. And then we have to try out Necromancy, Zunchan Chaser, and Drizzle Swipe. So, okay. I think someone walked up behind us. It's pretty impressive. Who's that? Hinata? Hi, Hinata. So, Necromancy. We gotta try out Necromancy, too. Necromancy's tied to Awakenings like crazy. That's crazy. So, Kitsune Fist, Fist of the Bewitching. I think that's fine on here. I like the idea of that. I don't think Ringo should be in the first weapon. I'm going to put Zunchan Chaser because I don't know what it is, and I feel like it's something that should be in the first weapon. Because I'd be fine with just Kitsune Fist and Fist of the Bewitching. I think that's a good setup. So skills, Oogies, Carbon Flare. I think the player gets that skill. I've never used it. Bewitching Beatdown. We've used that. That one's good. That's the better Oogie. To me, I don't like Necromancy very much. So these skills, Kitsune Fist is Dark and Fire, Dark and Fire. This has no element. So we should probably try and complement this weapon with Dark and Fire Oogies. So let's see what we can grab at 90. So I think Bewitching Beatdown is really good. I might double. How many Oogies do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Oogies split across 4 weapons. We're going to have to double up in some places and split them up in others. Or if an Ogie's just not good, then we won't use it. Like, I'm not a fan of Necromancy. I think it's too slow. So, I think on this first weapon, is Carbon Flare double fire, double dark? Is it? Carbon Flare is fire and dark. Okay. So we're going to try out Carbon Flare 7 and Bewitching Beatdown. I know Bewitching Beatdown's good, but I just want to see how this sets up, how this works. Great. Alright. So weapon 2, with our basic skills, let's see what we have here. Okay. So let's try the other skills we have access to. So there is Ringo, Necromancy, and Drizzle Swipe. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm not even going to put Ringo on this one yet. I'm going to put Kitsune Fist 7 because I think it's that good of a move that it belongs on every weapon. That's my first impression here. I think Kitsune Fist belongs on every weapon. And then we'll throw on Ensemble. Or wait. Because I want to try Drizzle Swipe too. Drizzle Swipe, Necromancy, and Ringo. Because we're not doing our final setup here. We still have another scroll to put. So, yeah, I will try out all the moves. So we'll put Ringo on the top. We'll try out Necromancy 6. And we're going to try out Drizzle Swipe. I'm really hoping Drizzle Swipe's super cool. Like, super good. Because it's like a costume only thing. Even though it comes with the costume. But still nice. Ogies. So we put Carbon Flare and Bewitching before. I already know what Necromancy is like. I don't want to try it right now. This Ninetales Power. This sounds sick. 3 scroll move, 4,000 skill force. Let's pop that on, see what that's like. And then we'll throw on the Pillars of Hellfire. Oh, I guess I put it in the same slot. Silly me. Okay. So we use that. Cool. Now the third weapon, I really only want to look at Ogies here, because the third weapon, we already know what those skills are. We don't really need to set them up right now. So the Ogies we have not used yet, I believe, are Ninetales. Okay, we use Hellfire, Bewitching, Carbon, Hellfire, Ninetales. So that leaves us with Necromancy and Shadowtail Death. So put on Necromancy 6 and Shadowtail Death. Hoping Shadowtail's Death is cool. I hope these moves are really sweet, because they seem like really fun moves. Okay. So with that set, Stream Snipe. Okay, you get this Invig. Time to jump off and go find something to fight. Okay. So she's dark and fire. Itako is 4 scroll right now. Like, she's 3 scrolls right now, but we have a 4th in wait after we try all these skills and stuff. But she's not 5. So let's see, where can we go to test out darkness and fire? Trying to think here. Like, usually we usually go to arcanes to test stuff. We're going to Dew Creek. Fire works on Dew Creek, right? Like, the bosses are weak to fire? Oh, Dew Creek. Lagnus, my old friend. Yeah. How many boosts would it take for a Neotero to drop? A lot. Like, I want to say you'll probably see one in 2 to 3, but chances are, like, if you're in Dew Creek, it might be not a Neotero, it might be the other mag that drops there. What is that mag called? There's Neoteru, and then there's something else. Nubatama. So if you're in Dew Creek, I think you'll see one of those 2 drop within 2-3 boosts. One if you're lucky. But if you just did Palace of Rain farming, you should see a Neoteru like once every 2 hours. Something like that, I'd say. Once every 2 hours. Oh, I didn't even summon her, like, ever. Gesto. Tohoko Itako. Your lucky person. That's cute. Gambate. It's not my main. Oh, she said like a whole line, but I can't read it. These boots were made for walking. What do we have for weapons on? Nadir, okay. So right now we have bow masteries and a Senryu bow mag. And we're going to be going with this setup because it has dark on it. So we're mostly going to be using her darkness. Yeah, that's a really good way to get the get Neotero. Palace of Rain Howl for sure. When I do Palace of Rain, like if you're going for Seal, that's a whole different issue. But if you're just going for Neoteros and stuff, I like to just do like the until you get to the first big room and that's it. Like you kill the first room and then you leave and you reset. Because there's more grays in that time period that it would take to just rinse and repeat that than there would be to do something else. Alright, so... Oh, hi, Harai. Alright, so we'll go in on Heliel. She's a wand user. And none of her moves have any physical element to them, although some of them are split up between Dark and Fire. But she does have Dark and Fire, so that's not too much of a problem. In this dungeon, we are the Simpsons. She has yellow skin, and that's fantastic. It is, everything is yellow. My whole world is yellow. Yellow is the color of death. She's gonna take a while to fill up. That does good damage. Ow! Look at that, 6 million damage from a punch. She's amazing. Roll! Roll! Why can't you roll? Oh my god. Help! 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 I'm glitching. We can't do this on stream. Stop! Stop! That's against the rules. Hanase. Alright, I'll clear out this room myself, and then we'll use her in the next room. Itako, why have you done this? Oh, what's that? Sword? Sword? Wow. You're a lemon? Yeah. Alright, so we'll go to whisper chat like any good person should. Minimize it like a super good person should. And we're going to Vanguard swap with the strongest weapon. And I think the strongest weapon is the other side. Yep, other side. Check out the new photos of Zunchan with a special background from Onigashima. The first 100 will be autographed. There's many to choose from. Choo choo choo. She said choo choo choo. Oh my god. Alright. So Kitsune Fist, is it as good as it? Oh my god, that's beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. This is the guide's over. It's over, guys. It's just Kitsune Fist. You don't need to do anything else. Put on Knowledge Mags and use Kitsune Fist. It's over. That's all you gotta do. It's all I ever wanted. It's amazing. It's fantastic. Alright. She has other moves. Show ranking. I don't know what it does for damage, but it hurts. 99999. Didn't kill the gray. It does 999 on the first hit, but consecutive hits it does reduced damage. But show ranking is great. You just show ranking the world, damage cap, damage cap, damage cap, damage cap, everything. Alright, what's the chaser? She did something! Oh my god! She gave me an invig! Oh my god! What is this? Successful guard 60, thank fuck. 1000 HP every second. An HP invig, thank god! SP every 10 seconds. Wow! This is amazing! That's fantastic! That's amazing! That's awesome! Alright, Carbon Flare, go! Nani? What is that? Do it again. Oh! That's so cool! I think that's the Ogi that players get. Like, that's sick. That's super good. Ooh! That's cool. It's weird though, like it doesn't hit that much. Like, it kind of struggled to kill that gray. Go! I'm gonna get... Oh no, I'm out of time. Go! 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 It's good. I like it. It's good. It's good shit. We got a mag! Oh my god! Oh, your curse is on the bottom. Oh, it's a different weapon. Here we go. Bam! 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 Butterfly. Okay. My little butterfly. Okay, so she's doing pretty good. You'd want to do hell if you can, but if you can't, do hard. Do whatever you can. Alright, this area, I want to just round everyone up. Let's find out today how many enemies can be hit by restrictions sublime. Not enough! Not enough can be. Not enough can be hit by it. Oh no. It has its limitations. That also has limitations. Crucicating. Yeah, I love that. Alright, cool. Let's go. That's Mochi. Mochi. Zanko Mochi. Alright. So, she should be able to get through this room pretty easily. Like, if we just show ranking everything. But it does reduce damage on multiple hits, so I'm kind of curious about it. Oh god, I'm poisoned. What would I do? Let's get Zunchan to help. Power of Mochi. Oh god. Oh no. The Mochi can't fight it. Mochi can cure anything. Mochi needs to help. Poison sucks. But it's sweet. It's awesome. I love this ability. Shoren. Okay. What is this? Why is death hurt? Ow. What's your dash like? Okay, cool. Let's try out Ninetales power. What is this? What? What the hell? Oh, that was sweet. Do it again. Come on, Grace. Come on, come get the Foxy. You know you want some of this, you aliens. Fully invincible. Fully invincible. Oh my god. Beautiful. That's Ninetales power? Let's go. Shikara no Ninetales. That's so cool. If I die using this move, it's not my fault. That move's kind of weak. I would never use that over Cat Paws, or whatever it is. I would never use it. What's Necromancy? Oh, okay, that's Necromancy. That's laggy as shit. What's this? Oh! Oh, she's got the move! Oh! Oh my god, she's got her move. I love it. I love it to death. She's got Sasaki Kojiro's move. That's the best move. That's the best move of life. Although I'm dying. But it's worth it. Oh my god. This hurts. How do we do this? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I made a grave mistake today. Today humanity received a grim reminder that I am not invincible. It lived? What is this? Get out of here. Alright, we're full up for the boss. That's good. That's all good and good. Be gone, thought. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it got him from there? Snipe. I hope Exorcist Sublime's got like range from like one side of the wall of China to the other side of the wall of China. Hey buddy, what's up? You missed the part. Don't shoot me, bro. Alright, so if everything goes as planned, we won't DC. Stop with the deswa. Spamming the fire pillar Ogi? The fire pillar. I haven't used it yet. I haven't used it yet. I know what you're talking about yet, but I haven't tried it yet. I know what you're talking about. Alright. Oh my god, we can skip cutscenes. Alright, so Pillars of Hellfire. That's the move. That's oh wow, that's really good. That's super good because you can just Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. This is wand user 101 right here. This is like, that's like Crimson Ray Sublime. That's super good. Super good. Oh my god, it's already dead. Kitsune Fist, 5, because why not? Woohoo! Yeah, that move's sick. That move's awesome. That move's super good. Yeah, definitely worth a double up. But if your cooldown's not there, yeah, that move's super good. Super, super, super good. Super good. We got a Stardust card. That move takes 3 years to come out. What's this? Oh, that's her move. She literally gets her move. That's sweet. Okay. 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 Yeah. What's the Witching Beatdown? That's that move. That move's pretty cool. And Carbon Fiber. That Carbon Fiber was sweet. Not the first room. You want to do like the first room, the hallway, and the room after. That's what I do. But yeah, she's solid. She's a solid Vanguard. Blazing Pillars of Hellfire is sweet. Super good. Like there's no like delay on it. Like I'm walking out of it. And it just stays there. Super good. Fantastic. That's the move. You're absolutely correct. You would want to double up on that. Ninetales is super cool though. Like if you're surrounded, Ninetales power. Has a bit of end lag at the end though, but it's pretty sweet. Really sweet. Itako power. Oh, I bet. I bet. Yeah, because he likes to keep his distance for sure. For sure. Yeah. Yeah, we can go fight him. We're going to fine-tune our skills here because I think I know what's good and what's not at this point. I think Ensemble of Flames should like never be used. Yeah, the 5th would be super good for sure. So let's go into her kit here and see what we've learned because we learned a lot in there. We had a lot of rooms. Yeah, that's true too. Okay, so the first weapon, I feel like it's perfectly fine. No, I don't have the final buff, no. We don't have the 5th scroll. It's like Exorcism or something? No. Oh, man. Rolling units with 5 or 3 Vanguards in it is not fun. I'll tell you that right now, it's not fun. But we do have 4. And in the future, as long as we continue to amass Yozuru tickets and she comes into, like, let's say she's on the lineup and we've amassed enough Yozuru tickets, like, I could just grab her with Yozurus and not worry about it. Like, if I saved up, because we're not going to see Itako for a long time, but she'll probably at some point hopefully come back. Maybe. Like, that's an assessment there. But with enough Yozurus, you could just grab if you saved up. But that's a lot of Yozurus. That's like $500 worth of Yozurus. But I mean, if you were trying to get something else, then it'd be different. That's what you did? Yeah. It's a good idea. Very good idea. Okay. So. Yeah. Okay. So Sun Chaser, that's good. Carbon Fire. Carbon Fire was actually really sweet. I really enjoyed that. I'm trying to think the order in which you would want to arrange the skills, because I think the first weapon's really good. Obviously, if someone had the Exorcist buff or whatever, it would take the place of Zunchan Chaser. But Zunchan Chaser, I think it's good. Like, what about the... Yeah, absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Yep. Maybe. That's a good idea to use those scrolls. You're absolutely right. Yep, you can use them, so... Yep, okay. Yep. That's some hope, for sure. As long as we keep getting them, you can use one, yep. I was worried for a second that because she was a guest, she wasn't going to be part of it. But yeah, It's gonna be yeah, in 6 years, absolutely. 2025, absolutely. Yeah. So that's always a hope there as well. So with those scrolls coming, yeah, that's exactly what they're for. To turn that fourth scroll into a fifth. Yeah. So that's just going to be an eventuality. I think she's still good even without the buff. Even if the buff made her like super awesome, she's still doing damage cap with the lunge. Like the Bewitching Spirit, straight damage cap. Like I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's great. I think Kitsune Fist, fantastic. They work really good in tandem with each other. Like you throw out the fist, whatever lives, you like fist them again. And it'll be fine. I think Ringo of Ensemble Flames is booty. I think it's the worst move I've used. Like, it does okay damage on a cluster of enemies in a certain area. However, the Ogi Pillar of Flame just does that infinitely better. And we were only using the rank 6 version. So, yeah, I think Ringo of Flames is not an important skill to have. Especially when most of the time, you're using Ogis anyway on Vanguards. Like, you only have a minute and a half, and she has a self-buff Invig with the Zunchan Chaser. So, that alone is going to be, like, it's a 50 medi. That's sweet. That's, like, some high-tier medi. That's good on yourself. So, that her moves are sustainable. They're absolutely sustainable. Necromancy. I didn't use the regular version of Necromancy. I don't know how good it is. Like, I feel like it's slow. Like, if it's not single hit, if it's single hit, it's ass. If it's not single hit, it's great. Like, that's generally the conclusion I am approaching. We don't have the Kiritan moves. And Drizzle Swipe is an awesome... It's my favorite move to use. Like, it's a fun move to use. I don't think it's an OP move to have. But if you were to fight an enemy that was weak to dark but resistant to fire, or just an enemy that's completely fire retarded, you would want to use Drizzle Swipe over the other dark fire moves that might have their damage reduced because of the darkness. So in a situation like that, Drizzle Swipe should not be underestimated because it is a solo elemental move. Same thing with Necromancy, but Drizzle Swipe is just a lot faster. Now, mind you, if Itako comes in the future and she doesn't come with the outfit change, because it might be an event-only thing, in that situation, you would probably have to stomach it and use Necromancy over Drizzle Swipe, or you just have enough cooldown and SP that you just spam 2 moves and you don't think twice about it. But, you know, everything's situational. But the first weapon, I think, the normal skills are fine. Like, these normal skills are fantastic. I think Carbon Flare was really good. I enjoyed it. It did good damage. Like, it was kind of slow, but it was kind of satisfying, too. Like, it wrecked house. When we used it, it did good. We didn't really give Bewitching Beatdown a fair shot, so I'm not going to really touch that yet. I was a huge fan of Ninetales' power. It was invincible. Like, if you're surrounded, it's really good. I don't know what it's going to do to bosses, but it's pretty sweet. And Blazing Pillar of Hellfire is fantastic. Definitely the best move she has, by far. That's going to be your staple move. Like, this is probably going to be the Ogi we're going to stick on Weapon 1. Like, when we get to 100 and we get access to both Pillars of Flame. Like, the Pillars of Hellfire. Because we only get the access to the final one at level 95. There's no scroll investment on this either. Fight Odin? Odin would be interesting, because he's fire and dark, but that's an interesting battle. I'll do it. I'll do it, no problem. But it'll be an interesting battle nonetheless. He'll probably stun me and I'll die in 2 hits and something, but... But yeah, Pillar of Hellfire, because it doesn't have any investment, it's definitely the best move, especially if you're a one of Itako. And then Shadowtail Strike, we didn't really get to use it, but it is Kojiro's move, and I think it might heal us when we use it, so that's interesting as well. And it is a solo element move, and Hellfire is a solo fire move, so that makes those moves super good. The bonus is OP if you acquire the others. Yeah, the bonuses are nice. I didn't get the, we don't have Kiratin here. We have Zanko. Yeah. Okay, and what would we have on our third weapon? We had Swallowtail Death and Hyper Necromancy. I'm honestly never going to use Hyper Necromancy. Like, if I had to decide on 3 Ogis that were really good and definitely worth your time, well, actually 4. We're going to get a 4th weapon, so that's going to change everything. If there were 4 Ogis that were just super good, super good, I think Ninetales Power, Hellfire, Beatdown, and maybe Swallowtail Strike Death. Because if it does heal you like Kojo does, then it has a utility that's not present anywhere else. Necromancy takes way too long to come out and use effectively. Ninetales Power was pure invincibility, had really good damage, lots of skill force on that baby. And Bewitching Beatdown just seems to be like a staple, like you use it. It's just something you use. It has an awakening level of 3, and they got us to test it in the demo. That's some cheese, baby. That's some BS. Okay. So. The first weapon, I can't double up on double pillars yet, and that's bugging me. But I will double up on it anyway, just to set things in stone. So if someone's just checking this out, like how can I set up my character? I would say on the first weapon, you go double Hellfire, Kitsune Fist, Sparkling, Bewitching Spirit, and then either Exorcism or Zunchan Chaser, whatever you have. If you're 5-scroll or not, or if you have Zanko. That's what I would do. Absolutely. Middle weapon, I would never use Ringo Ensemble of Flames. I think it's quite inferior to every other move she has in her disposal. And it's kind of slow, laggy. I've seen it glitch a lot in the demo thing in the event. I think Kitsune Fish should probably be on every weapon. Like, it's that level of... It's like Retribution, Flash Retribution. It's just a really good move to have. I have to test Necromancy a bit more to see if it's multi-hit. I never really used it. And Drizzle Swipe is a dark solo move. It has a use in that. I don't think you need to stack multiple Zunchan Chasers, but I'm going to test it right now. Like, I'm probably going to... Like, because if Odin is Soul and she's strong versus Soul... I think she is strong in Soul, yeah. You might have a point. I know that with... What's her name? The Bard. Tristan. On Tristan has certain buffs that I thought, okay, I'm going to put this buff on one weapon, and then I'm going to use the other buff while it's on cooldown. They disabled Tristan's ability to use the same skill twice, even though it was on different weapons. And that was the first time we ever saw anything like that. So I'm really curious if Zunchan Chaser is going to be like that, because it had a really long cooldown. I wonder if doubling up on it is going to be of value versus only having one. Like maybe they patched it so you can't do that, but we're going to find out. So on this weapon, I am going to... For now, I'm just going to put Zunchan Chaser over Ringo of Flames, because I don't think Ringo of Flames is that good. And we're still going to test out Necromancy. We never used it yet. Ogi-wise, on this weapon, I'm going to put double Ninetales. Do we have access to double Ninetales? We do have access to double Ninetales. And I'm going to put double Ninetales because generally... I like to have, for me, I like to have universal skills in the first weapon. Just something I can use anywhere. And Hellfire seems to be a move that you can just use anywhere. It's going to be good. And Ninetales Power is more of a single hit move, sort of like how Miyamoto has the big, strong, super slash attack versus Eternal War. Whereas Eternal War is good generally anywhere, but then you have single hit, like one-on-one fight moves. I tend to have them on the second weapon, depending on situation. So universality, then you switch to a specific one-on-one battle sort of situation, and then you have other things available. That's just like how I like to play. And then I generally like to have my buffs on the 4th weapon because it's very easy to switch to the 4th weapon over like the 3rd or the 2nd for finding stuff. The 1st and 2nd are the easiest weapons to go to. So double Ninetales, and we're going to try out these moves. We're going to see if doubles on and Chaser works. 3rd weapon, I'm just going to upgrade Kitsune Fist to 7. There's no reason not to. I think just Bewitching Spirit's good. There's no reason not to have that skill. No, Ringo Flames Garbo. Is that all she has? Kitsune Fist, Fist of Darkness, Ringo Flames, Necromancy, and Drizzle Swipe. I guess I'll put Drizzle Swipe here. And then Ogies, I'm going to put... We still have to test out these 2 moves. We haven't used them yet, so we'll just leave them as is. And we'll swap them for now. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to go to Onigashima, and we're going to fight the Odin. We're going to try her out on Odin. See how much SP it eats? Do you think they'll remove the LTD items? Christopher, they have really never done that. Like, as Eva's saying, like, they say they do. I think the only thing they've ever really removed from us is, like, gacha tickets sometimes. But they've never really gone into our inventories to take stuff. I don't think. Like energy restores and drop boosts and stuff like that. It seems to not go away each update. They seem to leave them there. Like it's a very, very minor concern, really. On their part, I guess. But whether you want to believe that or not is up to you, and I'd recommend if you feel skeptical towards it, use them now. So we're going to go to channel 2 because that's a smart thing to do. And we're going to repair. Oh, Ninetales versus the... I mean, if there's enough time to dodge the I'm pretty sure the volcanoes come out instantaneously. I really feel like the volcanoes come out like that. What's our 4th mag right now? Senryu. How much chakra does the Senryu take? Like 10? Wow. Oh, it says extra dark on it? That's sweet. And we got lots of dex, HP, crit, awesome, crit, awesome. Cool. So let's get our repair in here. Hello, Yoshitsune. Nanika, I need you to repair my stuff. Did you know in the Switch version, they can repair without having to hit left? It's bullshit, man. Drives me up the wall. Like, they don't have that problem. I hate it. Like, they can put repair fairies on everything without having to hit left. I hate it, man. Ah, drives me up the wall. It's not a daily dungeon, is it? It's just straight up Vizzle. Ugh. Yeah, it's Mondays. Today's Thor's Day. Today's Glacier's Day. Thor's Day. What are the enemies you're allowed to skip here? 7 Heaven Spites, God bless. I need that. Ow. I need that like I need a sandal in the face. Some enemies in here you can skip. I think you can skip everything on the mountain and then just destroy the house and you're fine. We need to fill up because we're 4-star, or 4-scroll. 4-star Vanguard. What are they doing all grouped together? Don't waste my Dura. Ifrit the dungeon is a meme at this point, I guess. But I don't want to take out Ifrit just yet. Ow. You can shoot through walls? This is Call of Duty. Ow. Fuck. I'm a horrible person. I'm too distracted by the Seven Heavens space. I got gut punched. I'm getting it wrong. Oh no. Alright. Let's see what he can do. Oh, nice cutscene, bro. Oh, that's good damage. Not the best damage, but... Is he not aggroed? Oh, fuck. Where'd he go? Damn. Okay, there's a bit of time to get out of that, but... Oh, God. Where'd he go? He has invincibility frames. This is bullshit. Miss? Miss! Oh, no! 100% fire moves miss. Okay. Alright. I got you, big dog. I got this drizzle swipe real quick. That's good damage. It's not bad. Necromancy. I can't wait to miss with this. It did double damage cap? That's not bad. Chaser. Okay, can we double chaser? Are we allowed to? I'm not even allowed to change weapons. You cannot double chaser! Oh no, fuck. Yes. What about Ninetales power? You're not allowed to double chaser. That's really annoying. That doesn't do that good of damage, but it protects us. Protect. There's no reason to double up on Ninetales power, because it takes so long to come out of it. I'm running out of time. That's really strong. That's really strong. That's the best move. Oh my god. It doesn't heal us, but it does a shit ton of damage. Well, that's the end of that. Yeah, that's super strong. That move's super amazingly good. How do you get there? Okay, he's down. Oh. We got a mill chest. Well, I didn't know Odin was immune to 100% fire. Wow. That's really interesting. But that swallowtail move is super good. That move is super good. That move did like 40 million damage. That move was super good. Wow. 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 Super good. I would never use Necromancy ever. Ever. I would always use that other move. I would never use Necromancy in my life. Absolutely not. Absolutely. And that's really dumb. They made it so you can't stack Mochi. Like, you can't stack Zon and Mochi. That's really dumb. Really bugs me. Like, I guarantee if they ever do that to Heart, the whole goddamn community will rip them apart. If they make it so you can't stack, can't use multiple Hearts. Like, that would be horrible. Be horrible. You're passing out Nighty night. I'll finish this up nice and good. We still gotta go fight that Foxy. Okay. So that's a complete bust. You can't have 2 chasers. That's really annoying. So we're just gonna go right now and set that to Kitsune Fist. Because there's no really need not to. Kitsune Fist 7. Oh wow, this skill name. What did I do? I think we used Necromancy, and regular Necromancy did do double damage cap to the guy. Regular Necromancy is okay, and to be honest, it's probably better than Drizzle Swipe. No, Ibaraki never got fixed. What are Knowledge Mags? Thank you for asking me that. So I talked a lot about Knowledge Mags, but Knowledge Mags are an event-only Magatama that has 50 darkness on it, and you can use them with any weapon in the game. It's something that a majority of players have that have been playing a long term, but newer players do not have access to them. And I try not to mention them in guides and stuff, but just as an example build, Itako really scales her damage well off of them. Otherwise, players that don't have access to them will use 105 Magatamas, Fused Magatamas, Tempests, Fujin and Raijin Mags, and many other things that get released that are good. Especially wand users with their Fuse Mags are going to get a huge advantage from Itako because all her moves are Fire and Dark. And that's what the elements are on Wand's Mags. But yeah, Knowledge is an event-only thing that comes around every year, it seems, these days. So as long as you play all the time, or at least you're around for every event, you have a fair chance of getting them. But they're very good stuff. Very good. Very powerful. Ninetales Power, man. It was useful, but there's no point in having... There's no need to double up on Ninetales Power ever. There was absolutely no need. One Ninetales Power was enough. What's on our third weapon? Hyper Necromancy and Swallowtail Death. I don't even want to use Hyper Necromancy. I don't. I've used it before. I think it's complete booty garbage. I'm just going to double up on Swallowtail Strike. I think this move's fantastic. I'm going to double up on it. That move's fantastic. So double Hellfire, but if the enemy is resistant to fire, this move will miss. So that's the only thing about that. So in that situation, you got to change over to like weapon 2 or weapon 3 that has Dart. So basically, how we have it set up right now is the first weapon has the basic skills that are good, the healing and SP buff, and then fire. And then the second weapon is going to have... I'm probably on this weapon, I'm probably going to throw on... Wow, is it still upside down? That's weird, dude. Kitsune Fist. And there's apparently a Necromancy 7, so we'll probably try that out. I don't know if there's a need to double up on them. Their cooldown seems pretty fine for normal skills. Kitsune Fist, Necromancy... I was going to look for something. Like, that might be the case. It might be that we're just going to go, like, Kitsune Fist, Bewitching Spirit, and then a third move. Like, I think that's how she's going to be built. To be honest. And then Ninetales Power you don't need to double up on. So we could probably throw in either Bewitching Beatdown or Carbon Flare, depending. I think Bewitching Beatdown is going to have more of an effect. Because Bewitching Beatdown, I think you're invincible during it, and it acts as a lunge, so it is a get out of jail free card. Yeah, man, the Switch is like completely... Like... Man. The Switch is like being born in a world of anti-vaxxers, dude. Like, they're just born in a world where everything's advanced, but where they live, everything's shitty. Like, nothing makes sense. Like, I don't know. Switch is not at a good advantageous point. So, yeah, that's not bad. Because you can go Ninetales power, and then if you need to get out, you can Bewitching Beatdown right after. So you can make the choice between which option you need. I think that's a good set. And then the third weapon, Kitsune Fist, Beatdown, Drizzle Swipe. Drizzle Swipe is fast. It's a good option. Like a Necromancy, if it is really slow, then it's going to have its uses, so it might be wise to throw on Drizzle Swipe instead on another weapon. Because we can't double up on the buffs, so there's no real need to. And Ringo of Flames is just bad. So it really comes down to a choice when using Kitsune Fist, Bewitching Spirit, and then a third move. And there's not many options for that. So, not much choice for the normal skills. And Swallowtail Death is the strongest Ogi I've seen her have when it comes to darkness. Alright. Okay. So now that we've set that up, we're going to repair. Which event dungeon is best to get the event Ogi? I have no idea. Like, I've gotten one Ogi and I got it from Dice. I got it from Forest to Dice. So, I don't know. I've only ever gotten one Ogi and it was from Forest to Dice. Let me see. Let's repair the bow. And let's go on in. Wow. Itako's head is weird. Not gonna lie. So let's go into Cozy Mountain regular on hair difficulty. You have 0 and you run Dice and Cozy 10 times a day. Man, them's the breaks, man. Them's the breaks. I've only ever gotten one Ogi ever. But yeah, I got mine from Dice, and yeah, it's just RNG, dude. Nothing I can really say. I don't have much experience with it. I don't even run this stuff, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna pick up this stuff. I think that's important. So, do we get a bonus for running this dungeon? Like, since we have Itako, is she gonna do bonus damage, I wonder? We'll find out. If we start seeing 13 million damage, a tick of something, then we're doing bonus damage. Wow, I didn't get hit by the sandal. That's amazing. That guy died like that, and I was just like, oh my gosh, dude. He was like, you are already dead. And he explodes. So it took this long to fill her up. I'm not going to test her before the boss. Wow, this guy took that hit. Alright, buddy. Let's go. Let's just speed this up. We've shot enough things with Cursed Arrow today. There we go, caught him. Alright, now that she's lent us our Itako powers, we should be able to use Ifrit and hit L1. Fantastic, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, in we go. Alright, so we'll put him away, just so he doesn't interfere with anything. And here we go. The nine-tailed fox. Alright, so is it gonna be like the regular form? Or the dungeon one? I don't even know if that's increased damage or not. I don't think it is. I'm frozen. That still does damage, cat. Yeah, so there's no bonus damage in here for having her. So it's a regular fight. That ice hurt. That's super good. Does it? They cancel each other. Oh my god, dude. That's really good. 84 hit combo from distance. Alright, I need to use the moves I haven't used yet. Necromancy, what you do? 2 hits of damage, cat. Mildly fast, not super fast. Bewitching beatdown. Kinda good. He's running out of health. This is a problem. I need to test this Shadow Tail thing again. Super good. What about 6? Less so good, but still good. We did Cozy Mountain. Woo. Her dash attack's also good, by the way. Wait, is she holding the thing in her hand? That's really cool. So yeah, the fact that you can just spam Fire Pillar or Hellfire into Hellfire into Hellfire into Hellfire, assuming your cooldown was good enough, that's super good. That's super good. And I don't even think our cooldown is maximum right now. Like, we have 2 Odas that's giving 10 cooldown, and we have 3 Mastery Mags that are also giving 10 cooldown. So that's 50 cooldown plus base. I think we're at like 72 cooldown or something like that. I don't even think we're at maximum cooldown. We are at max. Oh, the other side gives us 10 cooldown. And she herself is actually, yeah, we're at max cooldown. Yeah, because she gives us like 20 extra cooldown. So yeah, we are at max cooldown with this set. It's very interesting. Okay. 3000 SP. Yeah, you can burn through some SP with that, no problem. If you had Celios, you could spam it forever, because Celios like cut down the SP cost of everything, so you'll be able to do that, no problem. So my thoughts on Necromancy 6 is that it did do, when it crit, it did damage cap. When it didn't crit, it did about 7 mil times 2. So it's still 20 mil damage range, like 15 to 20 mil. It makes it good damage. It's slow, but good damage. I think the fact that you can just spam Kitsune Fist is going to out DPS it at range. So Kitsune Fist to me is the strongest, like most reliable DPS engine that Itako has. Like for basic skills, Kitsune Fist, super reliable, super staple. It's just a staple skill to have, super good. I don't think there's any reason to double up on it, because like I said, you can go Kitsune Fist into Fist of the Bewitched and just go between them, no problem. I did that a lot in the demo thing. Blazing Pillars of Hellfire, super spammable, super good. At level 95, you get rank 7 and 6, so just double them up on something and just spam the shit out of them. Like, she can maintain range. It's probably one of her biggest assets. Is because they nerfed her other assets. God forbid. God damn it. That loading screen, she had the thickest thighs in the world and the thickest breasts, and then in game she's like a walking potato with long hair and ears. Not really. She's better than a potato, but you know, she ain't no baked potato that you split open and you see the glittering sour cream and butter. She's just like a potato. So are we gonna be stuck with this event for like 2 months? Maybe. If all their assets are on Switch, then like if all their focus time is on Switch right now, then that could be a possibility. It could be. Or, because today's Wednesday, right? Or today's Thursday, no update this week. So, could be an update next week. We might see something at the beginning of March. I don't know. But last year, when we got an event, we had Yogg for 4 months. So, it's not a bad event to have. It's just a boring event to have after a while. So what do we have? Katsunifis, Bewitching, Necromancy, Beatdown, and Ninetales. I think Beatdown and Ninetales is a good combo. There's nothing really wrong with having them. And then Ogi Swallowtail Strike was fantastic. I think the move's fantastic. 7 is definitely leagues beyond 6. Like, there's a big difference when I use, like, 7 versus 6. How much skill force does that matter? Sometimes it doesn't even matter how much skill force a move has. It depends if it's a rank 6 or a rank 7. 28, 53, and 37. Yeah, that's a big jump. That's actually a lot of skill force, to be honest. And it's 100% dark, so it scales really, really well. Really well. Yeah. Our 4th weapon, when we use the scroll, I'm pretty sure our Ogi is just going to be, like, double carbon flare. I don't really think there's a reason to... I don't think there's a reason to use Necromancy, like, ever. I don't think so. It's supposedly really strong, but it takes 3 years to come out. You could put it on as a one of. Like, I might do that. I might throw on Carbon Flare 7 and Necromancy. Because I don't think you really need to spam 2 Carbon Flares. But if you can spam 2 Carbon Flares, then it's God tier. Then it's like, Carbon Flare, Carbon Flare, Carbon Flare. You can just spam it, then it's great. If a Carbon Flare works like that, then you'll never see Necromancy on any of my builds. Ever. Just because Necromancy takes 3 years to come out. Like, by the time Necromancy comes out, we'll have a new update. So, just to put that in a logical perspective. That said, we're going to put in the final scroll, reset our skill swaps, and build up the 4th weapon. So, inventory. Where are ya, girly? Where are ye? There you are. No, see, that's that right arrow bullshit. Itako. 4 weapons, 150 seconds, and her level changes to 100. Yes. Alright. Oh, they didn't even put her away. That's cool. So now we're at level 100. She's now the true top graduate, and now we're just waiting for those shard scrolls. Wow, we could have literally just gone here and clicked that button. That's really cool. Really dumb, but really cool. It's not dumb, it's just redundant. Okay, so that I don't think that got us access to Necromancy 7. That's what that got us, Necromancy 7. Okay. So double Hellfire, that's all good. Necromancy, we're going to swap this to 7. See if Necromancy 7 hits 3 times, then it's really good, and the other dark move has no place being used. If it does 30 million damage, then it's a really good move. Like, potentially 3 hits, then it's fantastic. If it's just more damage over 6 and just confirms damage caps, then it's super good. What stats would you recommend for assist vanguards? For assist vanguards, you want to put 91 points into Mind. That lets them use all of their buff skills, and that's their main power. So I put all their points into Mind, and then, like, 91 Mind, and then, like, 100. Like, you want a mix of really high vit and really high power. Like when you're first training them and starting to use them, just mind and vitality, and then put some points into power if you want them to attack. You don't have to have them to attack if you don't want to, and if you don't want to, then you just invest in mind, vitality, and then power after, just to give them more health, because you don't want them to die, and you want them to be able to cast their stats. So in assist partners, let me just hit use on this, because I believe our assist partner is built up here. Gargoyle. So Gargoyle, 91 mind, 82 vitality, single scroll, level 91. Like that's the base kit you want to do. 91 mind, and then you just invest in vitality so that they have good HP, good defense, and their attack is a secondary matter to you. It's only if you take them to like 130 that you're going to want to worry about their attack. But base, like 91 mind, vitality investment, once vitality is filled up, or too expensive, power investment for extra health. That's what I would do. I wouldn't touch Dex, and I wouldn't touch Wisdom. That's my opinion on assist partners. But returning to Itako. So Hellfire, Beat Down, Necromancy, Ninetales, Drizzle Swipe, Double Shadow Strike, Death. Preferably, personally, I'd rather this be my 4th weapon, just preference-wise, but if it's my 3rd weapon, I'll get used to it being my 3rd weapon. And then this one, we gotta put Kitsune Fist, 7, Bewitching Spirit, 7, Ensemble of Flames can go in the garbage, and I guess we'll just throw on Necromancy again. If we had 5 scrolls, this slot would probably be used up by the buff. Or it could be Zunchance Healing, whatever's more prevalent. No problem, Christopher. And then... yeah, I'm probably just going to put Carbon Flare ×2 here. If Carbon Flare ×2 can be spammed, then it's great. If Carbon Flare cannot be spammed, then it's going to be Carbon Flare and Necromancy. Just to have a 1-of Necromancy, in case it's ever usable in any conceivable situation where the enemy just stands there and it's a sponge for damage. Okay. Use. Confirm. I think every weapon's in order now. The first one's in order, the second one's in order, the third one's in order, and the fourth one's in order. Okay. So now I have to test Necromancy. So we're going to fight him again. The Cozy Fox. The Cozy Ninetales. And it's kind of nice that we don't get the damage multiplier in here for having her, just because it kind of lets us test how she is raw. And someone's going to take that out of context, I already know, because WWE Raw is life. Itako coming in with the smackdown. She exchanged her Opie, her voluptuous body, for strength. It's the ultimate sacrifice she made. Alright, so let's just Ifrit this and get back to the boss as quickly as possible. My overall thoughts on if she is a dungeon clearer or a boss character, I think she can do both. She's not the fastest Vanguard, but since her moves have range and you can easily like do a circle of enemies, aggro them all together, and then throw pillars of flame at them, like, she has tactics to clear dungeons. She's not Flash of Retribution, dash, Flash of Retribution, Eternal War kind of Vanguard, but she still has her uses. I think primarily she's going to be a boss killer more so than she is a use in dungeon kind of character, but she can still be used in dungeon with, like, the paw attack and Bewitching Spirit. Like, they can both do work. But her other moves are mostly single target, like boss kind of moves. How come I didn't hit the front? Man, it took like 3 L1s to hit this move. He jumped it. What an Ultra Instinct frog. No one's jumping this time. Alright. Ifrit, go to bed. Alright, we'll let Itako do this. Alright, I never really tested out Bewitching Beatdown, so let's try it here. Good damage. Good solid damage. You don't need to double up on it. Now we gotta test out Carbon Flare. She's probably gonna dash through me against no reason. Okay. You cannot double up on Carbon Flare. There is no reason to use 2. You're fully invincible during it. And by the time you use it, its cooldown comes back. So Carbon Flare, there's no reason to double up on. Necromancy 3. It's still double hit. Or Necromancy 7. You're not invincible during Necromancy 7, so that's a problem. Slow, very annoying. Drizzle Swipe. Not as much damage, but a little bit more reliable. That move's so good. Why would you use anything over Kitsune Fist? Oh wow, I just jumped her. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. Don't die. Ah! That would have been so sad if I just died. Oh, I was using Hellfire. I thought I was using Ninetales. I was like, it'd be such a good combo to use that and then go into Ninetales because you're invincible and just heal up. Super good combo. This guy's an asshole, dude. He just dodges everything. Alright, time for some Swallowtail bullshit. Super good damage. 7 is so much better than 6. Like, there's not even a joke. Like, it's such a joke. 7 all the time. 6 if you're desperate. Like... There we go. Okay, so I think I've tested her out enough. She's not overly complicated. So sadly, you can't really double up on Carbon Flare. By the time you use Carbon Flare, it's over and it comes back and it's cooldown. So you can spam Carbon Flare by itself. Bewitching, like the paw combo oogie thing. That thing's kind of good. Really good evasive technique. Let's see here. So what I wouldn't do, I would leave this as it is. Sorry for yawning. Bewitching Beatdown, that's fine. Ninetales is good. Because if you use these in combo, like, if you use Bewitching first, you get to the enemy, and then you Ninetales so they can't hit you. Alternatively, if you're nine-tailsing and you're trying to protect yourself from an attack, you can immediately bewitching right after it. Like change your camera angle while you're using nine-tails, and then immediately bewitching out if you want to evade an attack or something. Like if you want to do it like evade, for example, Eldritch Beast or something. You're not supposed to fight the Eldritch with Itako, but just for example, an enemy that would be very imposing that you'd want to try to abuse invincibility frames for and evasive attacks. Like this is a good combo in my opinion. A third weapon, Swallowtail Death 7 is really good. Death 6 is very weak in comparison. It's still good, but it's a lot weaker. Really up to you if you want to double up or not. Like it's one of those things where you could probably go like Swallowtail Strike 7 and then come out of it and use Ninetales and then do the other move again and rinse and repeat them. That's something you could do. But you could do that with any Ogi as long as it's an invincibility frame Ogi. Hyper Necromancy is probably going to take 3 years. We got to try this thing out. But for now, I will just leave them as double Swallowtail Strike just because it's solo dark and I want to have that on a weapon. I just want a weapon that is dark. And I think there is some merit in having Drizzle Strike over Necromancy just because Necromancy takes a long time. If you need a quick move that is dark that you need to throw out, then Drizzle Strike is there for you. But alternatively, Bewitching Spirit and Fist just do way more damage. They honestly do. But if the enemy's moving around a lot and like Kitsune Fist, like the homing's not working or something, then Drizzle Swipe, as long as you touch them, you're going to do all the damage. So it has that kind of advantage, but that's the truth. That could be also said of Bewitching Spirit. Because as soon as you touch them, you're doing damage cap. Like it's a free cap. Like cap. Yeah, there's no reason to have Carbon Flare ×2, so we're just going to throw on Hyper Necromancy and call that a day. Okay, so now we got to go test out Hyper Necromancy. I fight him again? We'll never hit this guy with Necromancy. Let's go try a different enemy that's going to be around in the long term. So we fought Odin. She did kind of okay against Odin, although we tried out a lot of moves and wasted some time. But she can do okay on Odin. We have 40 energy. I really don't know what she could fight that'd be weak to Darkness and Fire. Within our price range of energy. Darkness and Fire. I mean, there's Glacies. Today's Glacies Day, right? Glacies is weak to fire, right? Yeah, he's weak to fire. Glacies is what, 55 energy to run? He is, okay. I'm gonna pop a 10, we're gonna see what that's like. Inventory, we're gonna pop a 10, and we'll fight Glacies, and that'll be our final test. Even though Necromancy is not really gonna... Wow, you get one outfit per? That's some bullshit, dude. Oh wow. We got a lot of these fools, holy crap. Okay. Because I think Glacies is kind of resistant to darkness, but I still want to try her out on Glacies. Like, I'm not here to prove that Hyper Necromancy's ass. Like, I know it's ass. I'm not here to prove how good it can be. Like, it probably is really... It's really strong. It's just... Good luck hitting it. Like... Good luck getting that off. Like, I don't think it's worth it to wait 10 seconds to do a damage cap when you could just do a damage cap in, like, 3. Like, that's the DPS talking. Alright, we filled up. Great. Ow. Alright. Glaciers, here we go. Are we going to DC? Do we DC? Oh, Glaciers, you're so good. You're so good at this game, man. Fuck. I guess we'll never know how good Itako is against Glaciers. Hey, Desert Falcon. How long is this stream been going on for? Because I can't see the timer. 105 minutes, so about an hour and 20 minutes of streaming? Wow. So, unfortunately, we'll never know how good she is against Glaciers. Because we DC'd. And I really don't feel like just doing... Like, we used up the energy. The energy's gone. I don't want to use the full restore just to do that. So, sadly. This is where we're going to have to end this video because I can't progress any further. But I'm alright, Desert Falcon. Apart from this DC, I'm doing alright. It's a nice snowy day in Canada. No work, and I'm enjoying myself. So yeah, guys. Hopefully if you guys had Itako, you had a one-of scroll, or just the off scroll, or you got a bunch of her, you want to know how to use her. Hopefully this guide helped you out, helped you understand the skills, understand what's good, what's not. Like, the Fire Pillar is super, super good. The Swallowtail Strike's super good if you have that. Kitsune Fist and Bewitching Strike, super good moves. Both fists are great. The Zunko buff's pretty cool. She's pretty self-explanatory. You want to use the good moves. You don't want to use Ringo ever. Ringo Flames is pretty bad in comparison to everything else. But hey, Desert Falcon, so the Magatama of Knowledge is only available from events. I just explained this a little while ago in the video, actually. But the Magatama of Knowledge is an event-only thing that comes from events involving Yogg Sothoth. So, we had an event in 2016 with Yogg, basically. And you fought him, and you farmed up his materials, and you exchanged them for the Magatama of Knowledge. It's a Dark Magatama, 50 Darkness, bunch of Skill Force, level 110. But it's an event-only thing. So it's a very big power creep mag, too. Like, if you get this, you jump up in scales of power. So it's really OP, but it's event-only. So if you didn't play that event, or the event last March, or last January, then they're none around. But alternatively, there is another Yogg-like event coming with rain knowledges, and I'm unsure if those events come with the dark knowledges as well. But there are now like 4 knowledges, one for a bunch of different elements, so darkness, wind, lightning, and rain. So why am I not surprised at the infinite loading? Because I tried to fight Glaciers. I don't know. It happened, dude. I was gonna go test out Hyper Necromancy even though it was bad and I crashed. Yeah. Sorry about that, Desert Falcon, but that's just, just how it goes. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, hopefully this guide helps you guys in some way. Try to get a better grasp of Itako. I know we all want a better grasp of Itako looking at this load screen. But yeah, some of her skills are good. Like, most of her skills are good. It's just really Ringo Flames, Hyper Necromancy that are bad, per se. Everything else is really good. It's just organizing it to make them work. Like, you don't want to do it random. You want consistency. And best moves are definitely Kitsune Fist, the other Fist, and Fire Pillar. Fire Pillar is amazing. It's like Crimson Flame Sublime on steroids that you can just spam to Kingdom Come. Nine Tails is an Ogi that makes you completely invincible, and you can just be invincible if you want to survive something. And then Bewitching combo attack, you just use that as an evasive, invincible attack that is going to do 20 million damage. It's not weak, it's just good. And then Carbon Flame is really cool, but I think it's kind of weak compared to the other Ogis. But it is really cool. It's like a drill, so pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't get to I didn't get to see, but how is the Purifier Ogi is amazing. It's the best skill. The one I was just talking about, the Purifier Ogi has like no cooldown. Like, it's not that it has no cooldown, it's just you can interrupt it with itself. Like, you can throw it out and then switch to another one and use it. It's like Darkness Pillar, but fire, and it hits like 4 or 5 times, and it's doing like 20 million damage on the right target. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, you could go fire pillar, dodge, like fire pillar, dodge, Kitsune Fist, fire pillar, dodge, and then like evade with like Kitsune Fist or something. Like, it just works. It's really, really good. But I tried to use it on Odin, and it completely missed because it's 100% fire. But really good fire move. Very, very amazing. Very good zoning, and it doesn't require any scrolled investment. Just level 95. So best move to have for sure. Best of her moves. But if you fight that enemy that's not weak to dark or immune to fire, it's gonna fail. That's the only thing you gotta watch out for. So in those situations, you've got to use other moves that are fire and dark, so they're not completely walled out by the enemy. Yeah. So that's my analysis of Itako. Hopefully this helped you guys out, and I will see you guys next time. You know, use up this event, or not use up, but take advantage of this event while you have it. Try your best to get those skill cards. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world. And I hope you all have a great weekend. Tomorrow's Friday. Live it up. Live it up.